Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Kelton with Under Pressure Power Washing Services. Do me a favor, like, subscribe, hit that bell icon. So I wanted to talk today about, is it better to be profitable or is it better to be busy? So, and what I mean by that is, right now I'm busy. And the reason I say that I'm busy is because last year, I started this business last year. And I just went full time with it. But the reason I say that I'm busy is because right now, because when I started my business, I was using my CRM, I was able to get all of my first initial customers. I got all their information documented, and I've kept up with them. I've kept in touch with them. I've sent them emails. I just sent, literally, I just had 3 people reach out to me. 3 of my prior customers reach out to me because I sent an email out just telling everybody Happy Easter. So from those 3, that simple email, I had 3 of my customers from last year reach back out to me saying that, they're ready, they want me to, come meet, give them a bid. And that's great. I'm excited about that. I'm glad that those customers are reaching back out to me. The processes that I have in place are working. That's good customer retention. That shows that what I'm doing, it's kind of a proven method of, those touch points, keeping in contact with those customers year round, guarantees that when the next year comes, they're probably going to use you again instead of trying to reach out to somebody else, or just forgetting your name and just going with the first person that comes up on Google. So all of my customers are starting to reach back out to me, but the problem is when I started the business last year, these are the customers that I didn't price them well because I didn't know how to price. So a lot of these are like, they're low end, they're like $200 tickets, and that, it's kind of it's interesting because they're all coming back, but to see that the price point that I had for them, a lot of those, it's so funny now. A lot of those, whenever I told them $200, like, I would cringe, a little cringe factor came in, because I didn't think somebody would pay $200 for a house wash. Now I've increased my minimum, and I've had people come and use my service, and they've gotten their trailers washed for $300. I've washed double wide for $350. A double wide. I never would have thought that was possible, but here it is. Over this past year, just the things that I've done to highlight the quality and the things that I do, and pushing on those Google reviews. I am the 2nd highest ranked pressure washing company in Brunswick, and that's like exclusive pressure washing. The only person ahead of me is Clearview, and they've been in it for a while now. But I will pass everybody this year on Google reviews because of the process that I've created for that as well. So, in a year's time, I've only had 70 customers, but I've got 51 reviews. So I've got a good return for asking for those reviews. And it's just little systems that I have in place, little follow-ups, text message follow-ups, email follow-ups, things that just kind of constantly ask for those reviews to make sure that I can get them. That stuff is working for me, and it's positioned me into a place where now I can ask $300 for a double wide, and people will pay it, surprisingly enough. And that shows not only just the success and the growth of the business, but it shows like the growth of my mindset as well. Everybody always kind of has like a limited mindset, belief whenever they first start their business, even if you think you don't. If you guys think that you can't get 15 cents a square foot, or can't get 20 cents a square foot, or 25 cents a square foot, whatever your rate is, if you think you can't get that, you won't get it. You have to expand on that mindset, you have to expand on that belief, and then you have to, it's one thing to believe that you can get it, but you're never going to get it if you don't market it. So push on those Google reviews and push on your marketing get you some nice marketing. I've got some really nice marketing material. I've told you guys before, like, I use Team Wash Life. Just incredible marketing material. I mean, this is thick cardstock, just high quality. I get my door hangers, I got my brochures, these little trifold brochures. Get you stuff like this and start getting it out. Happy about these. I just got these in. If you get some flyers made, I mean, your flyers will help sell stuff for you. So do what you can to reach back out to your customers that you already had, even if they're ones that, like, you maybe lowballed it in the beginning to try to get business. I actually have one of my customers that I washed last year reached out to me. One of the people that reached out to me in that email, or in response to that Happy Easter email, they reached back out to me and said, hey, you did such a fantastic job last year. I'd love to have you do it again. It was actually probably the third or fourth house that I washed. So it really wasn't that cheap. That was when I was kind of just testing the waters, and I priced it a little higher than what I was doing, because most of them were friends and family in the beginning. So I priced it a little higher, and he accepted. So, but this year, like, that's still a good bit below my minimum. So what I did this year is, after he responded, I just went ahead and gave him a quote again. I just upped it $50 from what it was last year, and the difference with me sending him an estimate this time versus last year was last year, whenever I had that initial interaction with him, I only quoted him for what he asked for, and that's a big problem, and that's why a lot of these are lower tickets. So when you start out, you'll have this mindset that, if somebody asks for a house wash, that's what they want. All they want is a house wash. I'm not going to try to be salesy and pushy with, trying to upsell stuff. You'll run yourself out of business if you don't work on those upsells. So what I did this time was I upped the original price from last year, $50, and then I also threw in the driveway. So I did a bundle for the driveway, and I did a bundle for the roof cleaning. So I did my basic, my premium, and my full service package. And he actually accepted on the premium package. So not only was it a higher ticket on the house wash, now it also included the driveway and the back patios, and he accepted. So that low ball ticket from last year is actually closer to what the market rate would be now, and I got the upsell. So I'm very excited about that. But back to the point of this video, talking about, is it better to be busy or is it better to be profitable? If you want to be busy, go out there and start lowballing yourself and telling everybody that, you'll do it for $100 or $200 or $250. You'll get a lot of work. You will. I mean, if you want to be busy, you can be just as busy as you want to, especially right now in this season. You can be just as busy as you want to. If you go out there and you start throwing out low numbers like that, and trust me, those are low numbers. If you start throwing out low bids like that, you'll get people left and right. I mean, your schedule will be slammed, and you'll be busy. But how much profit are you making on a $200 house wash? It's really not much. Whenever you start breaking it down and you start thinking about paying for your insurance, paying for your website, paying for your employees if you have any, paying for any software, any CRMs that you're using, paying for your materials, paying for your time, your profit margin is going to be very, very minimal on a $200 house wash. So it's much better that, instead of that $200 house wash, maybe a $400 house wash or $500 house wash. Start doing your homework. When you have people that have used other companies in the past, ask them what they paid. They might not tell you, but most of the times what I've found is, like, they actually will, especially if you wait until after you're done. You can earn your knocks like that, and they'll be more than happy to tell you what they paid for it last time and maybe who they use. And then, just by hearing that enough times, you can kind of start to decipher what the other companies are charging, what the market rate is. Just get out there and start asking, and then start applying that to your business. If you don't think you can get it, maybe you're at 10 cents a square foot, go to 12 cents a square foot. Kind of creep up on that market rate if you need to, until you start getting those bids, and then eventually you'll start to realize, hey, you don't have to be busy to make a profit. You can actually charge more, do less houses, and make more money. So that's the whole purpose of this video, is don't overwork yourself. If you pride yourself on quality and doing a good job, then you deserve to be paid rightfully so for it. And the only way you're going to do that is by marketing that quality that you do, and then asking for that higher dollar ticket. And if people aren't accepting, then they're just not your customer. That's not the market that you're trying to cater to. So just put yourself in a position where you're asking for a higher ticket, you're putting quality work out there, and you start to be more profitable more than you are busy. So that's it. As always, like, subscribe, and I'll check in with you guys later. Thanks.